Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Lunary Celine, your intuitive guide.
And I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
We bridge celestial wisdom,
Unlock your modern path.
discover guiding starlight insights.
Explore powerful cosmic energies. And today, well, our focus is specifically tailored. It's a deep dive into the cosmic blueprint that the sources lay out for Libra Sun men with Sagittarius Rising, especially as you navigate 2025.
Yeah, we've gathered quite a bit of material here, articles, notes, all pointing towards this unique blend.
We have. And our mission really is to unpack what these sources suggest this year might hold for you, specifically you.
Exactly. We've sort of synthesized the core themes, looking at how the big planetary movements, the transits of 2025, really interact with your specific astrological signature.
It all comes back to that key question we always ask.
How do planetary transits shape your story today? That's what we're exploring in this deep dive, pulling directly from the sources you provided.
Okay, so let's jump in. The sources paint a really vivid picture for your core identity heading into 2025. They call you Chiron Apollo, the Archer Philosopher.
The Archer Philosopher, wow. That immediately brings an image to mind, doesn't it? Sort of wisdom meets action.
Precisely. And the sources break it down. It's about balancing cosmic justice. That's your Libra Sun essence, right? But not on just any old scales. These are arrow-fletched scales.
Arrow-fletched active scale.
Active, exactly. And you're balancing that Libra drive for justice with the, well, boundless exploration and truth-seeking of Sagittarius Rising. Think of it like needing the Sagittarian arrows aimed to find the point of balance.
Right, so you're not just passively weighing options. You're actively aiming towards truth and fairness.
That's it. The sources call this the living dialectic. Your Sag-rising bow is always aimed at truth's horizon, pushing boundaries, asking questions.
While the Libra scales are checking each step, making sure it's ethical.
Perfectly put. Weighing each step toward justice and harmony. It's this constant dynamic interplay, not about finding some static middle ground, but living in that active space between seeking truth and refining it ethically.
That feels very dynamic, very alive. Okay, so the sources say 2025 ignites a cosmic symposium. Sounds busy. What planets are driving this?
Oh, it's definitely busy. We've got major players making significant moves, and the sources describe them using this really unique, almost quantum physics kind of language. Is fascinating.
Quantum. Okay, intriguing. Let's start with the big one, Pluto.
Right, Pluto in Aquarius. And for you, this lands squarely in your 9th house. The material says this transit is collapsing belief systems into quantum truth.
Whoa, collapsing belief systems. That sounds disruptive. What does quantum truth even look like day to day?
It's intense, no doubt. Think about a core belief you hold about the world. Philosophy, maybe spirituality, that's 9th house territory. Pluto in Aquarius acts like this deep underground force.
Yeah.
It creates what the sources call gravitational waves that literally bend and challenge the structure of those beliefs. It's not just changing your mind.
Okay.
It's like the fundamental reality behind the belief is shifting. It pushes you past the surface to see the indivisible core truth. You might find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew. Really deep-seated stuff.
Wow. Okay. So while Pluto is doing this major renovation work on your core beliefs, how does your Libra Sun play into this? It's in the 3rd house, right? Communication.
Exactly. Your Libra Sun in the 3rd house becomes crucial for navigating Pluto's intensity. The sources say your Libra Sun works to refine truth through harmonious discourse. It generates coherence fields in communication.
Coherence fields, like trying to smooth things out.
Sort of, yeah. While Pluto is deconstructing beliefs upstairs in the 9th, your Libra Sun downstairs in the 3rd is trying to process, articulate, and discuss these shifts with balance and fairness, finding elegant ways to talk about potentially chaotic internal shifts.
So bringing some grace to the upheaval.
That's a great way to put it. Trying to build bridges of understanding even as the ground shifts.
Okay, that makes sense. It's a tension between inner transformation and outer expression. What about Saturn? It's in Pisces, in the 10th house of career.
Yes, Saturn in Pisces in the 10th. The sources describe this as spiritualizing career authority. It's like Saturn, the planet of structure and responsibility, is acting as a karmic prism.
A karmic prism.
Yeah. Dissolving ego-driven success, climbing the ladder just for status and transforming it into a pursuit of a soul-aligned legacy. Saturn in Pisces demands that your ambition, your public role, be built on compassion, maybe service, definitely a deeper spiritual understanding.
So it's less about what you do and more about the why behind it, the soul level meaning.
Precisely. It's about wielding authority in a way that serves something bigger than just yourself. Collective wisdom, maybe.
And then Jupiter changes signs too, right?
It does. Jupiter moves into Gemini from May 24th, and that lands in your fourth house.
Home, roots, family.
Exactly. So Jupiter's expansive energy turns inward. The sources talk about expanding ancestral wisdom. It could be a time for profound insights related to your heritage, your family patterns, or even just feeling more connected to your foundational sense of self. Your truth quest gets deeper roots.
And then much later in the year, Mars jumps into Sagittarius.
Right, from December 9th into January of 2026. Mars is pure energy, action, drive. And when it hits Sagittarius, your rising sign in your first house of self.
That sounds like firing things up.
Oh yeah, it directly fuels your convictions. You'll likely feel a really strong urge to embody your truth, act on your beliefs, maybe be more direct, more assertive about your vision. It's that Archer energy getting a shot of adrenaline.
Okay, this brings us back to something you mentioned earlier. The sources talk about a relativistic tension, especially between Pluto shaking things up in the ninth and Libra trying to keep things smooth in the third. How does that actually feel?
That tension is key for 2025. Imagine you're having a chat, maybe about politics, philosophy, whatever, that's third house Libra trying to connect. But internally, Pluto in the ninth is making you fundamentally question the very topic you're discussing.
Ah, okay, so you're trying to be diplomatic, but inside your whole worldview is maybe crumbling.
Exactly. It's like trying to have a polite tea party during an earthquake. Your core beliefs are being shaken, but your Libra sun wants to maintain harmony and relate fairly.
That sounds awkward.
It can be. You might struggle to articulate the depth of your questioning without, rocking the boat too much. Or maybe you find yourself holding back some really radical insights. It requires serious skill to bridge that gap between inner upheaval and outer grace.
That living dialectic is really earning its name then. It's constant work.
It really is. And speaking of intensity, there's the Sagittarius lunar eclipse on December 20th. The sources have this wild description. Reality becomes a multiversal debate hall.
A multiversal debate hall. Okay, what on earth does that mean?
Yeah, it sounds chaotic. But think of it as a culmination point.
Yeah.
This eclipse happens in Sagittarius, your rising sign, impacting your first house of identity.
Right.
The cosmos essentially presents evidence, insights, experiences, information that dramatically challenges or illuminates your core beliefs. It's like every perspective gets a voice in this huge cosmic debate, forcing you to integrate the truths Pluto's been digging up. It's a major moment of clarifying who you are and what you stand for now.
Wow. Okay, these are huge energies. But the sources don't just leave it in the abstract, do they? They talk about somatic astrology, how this shows up in the body.
They do, and it's fascinating. The idea is your body acts as an ethical compass, physically registering these energies. For your Sagittarius rising, for instance, it connects sensations to that core drive.
Like what?
You might feel, say, expansive heat through your quads muscles for moving forward when you have a breakthrough. That feeling of, yes, I get it. But conversely, hip stiffness could signal feeling stuck, like your freedom to move towards your truth is compromised.
That's incredibly specific. Is there a way to work with that feeling?
Yes, the source suggests a prompt. Get into a lunge pose like an archer. Draw an imaginary bow and actually shout, "My truth flies true." It's about physically claiming that Sagittarian aim and confidence.
Okay, I can picture that. What about the Libra sun in the third? How does harmony, or lack of it, feel physically?
For Libra's focus on truthful exchange, the sources point to the hands and mouth. You might feel a literal cooling sensation in your palms during fair, balanced interactions.
Interesting.
But on the flip side, maybe a buzzing or tingling on your tongue if you're speaking dishonestly, or even hearing something really unfair or untrue. Your body flags the dissonance.
And the prompt for Libra?
It suggests placing a piece of rose quartz on your lips before potentially difficult conversations. The idea is to consciously align your words with harmony, compassion, truth, fostering those coherence fields.
Gentle but intentional. Now, the big one, Pluto in the ninth. How does collapsing belief systems feel in the body?
This is described pretty intensely. Think skull pressure, maybe around the temples, during what the source calls paradigm death. Those moments when an old way of thinking just shatters.
Oof, like mental growing pains.
Exactly. Intense mental restructuring. And also sacrum tremors, a kind of vibration or shaking at the base of the spine. This is linked to when deep truths aren't just being understood intellectually, but are demanding full embodiment, integration into your cells, your actions.
Feeling shaken to your core, literally. What's the prompt for that?
To drum on your sternum, over your heart, maybe during a thunderstorm, or just when feeling that intensity. And while drumming, chant, I birth new wisdom, it's about actively participating in the transformation, not just being passively overwhelmed.
These somatic links add such a grounded dimension. It's not just stars, it's flesh and bone. The sources also look outward, right? Historical and cultural figures who resonate with this Archer philosopher.
They do. There's a really interesting historical link drawn to Winston Churchill, Libra Sun, like you, and noted for his, well, Sagittarian oratory.
Okay, how so?
The sources highlight how his wartime diplomacy balanced really sharp, precise rhetoric, that's the Libra third house communication skill, with this unwavering conviction and big picture vision, the Sagittarian fire.
So, like Churchill, 2025 asks you to be skilled with words, but backed by strong belief.
Exactly. The sources even say you need to weaponize eloquence. Not for attack, though, but to turn those ideological clashes, driven by Pluto in the ninth, into bridges, using Libra's diplomatic gifts to connect across divides.
Words as tools for peace, not war. Got it. And culturally. Any modern echoes?
Yeah, it's described as a blend. Think Atticus Finch, that unwavering, deliberate commitment to justice meets Indiana Jones, the adventurous, truth-seeking Sagittarius spirit.
Huh. I like that combo. Action and ethics.
Right. Cinematically, maybe John Keating from Dead Poets Society inspiring others to seek truth, challenge norms, using passion and poetry.
Oh, good one. Carpe diem.
Exactly. And musically, the source points to Paul Simon's Graceland album, capturing that Sagittarian wanderlust, exploring different cultures, but harmonized with really precise, sophisticated Libra-like composition and lyrics.
Worldly wisdom meets artistic balance. That's a great set of examples. Okay, so beyond understanding the energy, the sources give practical things to do, right? Interactive prompts.
Yes, concrete ways to engage. First up is a pause and reflect moment, timed around the Libra equinox, September 22nd. Makes sense. Aligns with your sun.
And there are specific questions for that reflection.
Direct questions, yeah. They really target the core tension we discussed. What belief, Pluto 9H, compromises my integrity? What comfortable lie, Libra 3H, must my truth arrow pierce? Powerful stuff to journal on.
Definitely cuts to the chase. Okay, what else? There was a ritual mentioned.
The truth arrow consecration. This one's suggested for Sagittarius season, November 22nd to December 21st, ideally during a waxing moon when energy is building.
And it involves making an arrow.
Sort of, yeah. Simple tools. A small oak branch, some gold thread, a world map, and an obsidian arrowhead. You bind the arrowhead to the branch with a gold thread fusing Sagittarian aim with Libra value.
Okay.
Then you point this truth arrow towards places on the map representing conflict or where truth feels obscured, and you chant, "My aim aligns with justice." Afterwards, sleep with it under your pillow for 3 nights. It's about consciously directing your truth-seeking energy towards collective healing.
Symbolic but potent. And the last prompt was about embodiment.
The Archer diplomat stance.
Yeah.
This brings it right into your posture and breath. Stand in an archer's lunge, grounded.
Okay.
Then the breath. Inhale for 4 counts, drawing cosmic truth up. Hold for 4, balancing it in your heart center, your Libra core. Exhale for 8, releasing a treaty arrow truth spoken with grace through your intention.
And there's an affirmation with it.
Yes, I pursue truth with grace. These practices, reflection, ritual, embodiment, are all pathways offered by the sources to actively work with these 2025 energies.
So it's not just about knowing, it's about doing. Looking ahead, the sources also map out potential paths, like quests of destiny, based on how you navigate all this. Not predetermined, but possibilities.
Exactly. Potential trajectories based on choices. Path 1 is the wisdom ambassador. This unfolds if you really lean into the Pluto transformation and Jupiter's expansive wisdom.
Okay, what does that look like?
It involves launching dialogue expeditions, maybe metaphorically, maybe literally. Going into spaces of conflict or misunderstanding, using curiosity and your Libra communication skills as tools for peace.
And this is seen as a positive outcome.
Yes, a Path 1 breakthrough. Pluto's demolition work doesn't lead to cynicism. It births truth caravans, new ways to share wisdom. Libra 3H brokers dialogues. Jupiter in 4H roots it all in ancestral healing. Powerful stuff.
Okay, what's the alternative? Path 2.
Path 2 is the dogmatic wanderer. This is the warning path. It happens if you resist Pluto, cling too tightly to old beliefs.
How does that show up?
The sources link it somatically to chronic hip pain, literally getting stuck, unable to move towards new perspectives. And intellectually, you risk mistaking your strong opinions for absolute truth.
And the consequence.
While it's framed as a Path 2 warning, Saturn in the 10th might manifest as career blocks if you avoid the necessary evolution. And that fiery Sagittarius energy, it could turn rigid, evangelical, trying to convert rather than connect.
Not ideal. Is there a third path?
Yes, the ethical cartographer. This path emerges when you really synthesize the third house communication and ninth house philosophy. You become a guide for others through complexity.
How so? Like a teacher?
Could be. The source uses the image of pioneering a philosophical GPS, a framework or method to help people map ethical dilemmas, navigate moral gray areas with clarity.
That sounds incredibly valuable.
It's presented as a Path 3 revelation. Your unique blend could actually revolutionize ethical thinking. The source even envisions a moral coordinates TED Talk going viral during that Mars and Sagittarius transit at year-end. Big potential impact.
Wow. 3 very different outcomes. So, wrapping this all up, what's the core mandate? The essential message from the sources for Libra Sun, Sag Rising in 2025.
It's a really powerful distillation of your strengths. It says, your Sagittarius Rising isn't recklessness, it's the cosmos loading truth arrows. Your Libra Sun isn't compromise, it's the celestial scales calibrating each shot.
I love that. It reframes potential weaknesses into strengths and the guidance that comes with it.
It's about how to respond. When Pluto shakes up your philosophies, 9H, don't build walls, build observatories, be curious. When Saturn elevates your career, 10H, remember, true authority serves wisdom, not ego.
Great.
When Jupiter deepens your roots from May, 4H, honor both your past and the future horizons you're aiming for. And maybe the most poetic line, the straightest path to justice often winds through uncharted territories. Embrace the journey.
That's beautiful advice. Anything else to keep an eye on, specific dates?
Just a couple of cosmic notes the sources highlighted. Venus retrograde in Leo, July 22nd to September 3rd. This tests creative integrity, especially in relationships and self-expression. Let passion purify your diplomacy. Don't let it corrupt it.
Okay, good note.
And the solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd. That's seen as a major reset point for communication, agreements, how you relate your third house themes.
So, opportunities for fresh starts in communication. And finally, the overarching code, the mantra for the year.
The sovereignty code given is, I explore with ethics. I harmonize with courage.
Explore with ethics, harmonize with courage. That sums it up perfectly.
As our cosmic journey concludes.
Dive deeper into your unique path. Really think about how these energies might be playing out in your own story.
Request your email audio reading now.
You can find the link right there in the description below.
And explore all the episode resources and links we've gathered.
All the details are waiting for you there.
Ignite. Think. Become.
Subscribe for more Starlight Insights. Thank you for joining us.